If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture in intermediate level where you are solving previous year JEE main questions on continuity. So in this lecture we will be solving 4 questions. Question number 1 to question number 4. Okay, then let's solve these questions. So in question number 1, this is fx equal to 1 minus 10x by this is at x equal to pi by 4 and x belongs to 0 to pi by 2. If fx is continuous in 0 to pi by 2, then f pi by 4 is equal to. Okay, if it is continuous, that means this is not equal to, correct it. If it is not equal to pi by 4, then it is defined. So it is, they want to make it continuous in 0 to pi by 2. So at pi by 4 it is not defined. So it is a removable discontinuity. We can remove this discontinuity. We can make it continuous by defining fx at pi by 4, which is equal to limit of x tends to pi by 4 fx. So if you want to find that limit, then what I will define f pi by 4 is the limit of that one. So if you put x equal to pi by 4, or if you want to go for this limit x tends to pi by 4 1 minus 10x, if I directly put x equal to pi by 4, then what will happen? Pi minus pi 0, 1 minus pi by 4, 1 minus 1 0. So it is 0 by 0 format. So in this JEE main, no need to show the way you are solving it, to directly apply L'Hopital, because that is in your syllabus. In board you may not apply this one. You have to look for what formula you can apply. But for JEE main or JEE advanced, for entrance exams, you can directly apply this one, because it will save lots of time. No need to think which formula is there, and it is simple differentiation also. So it is limit x tends to pi by 2 pi by 4. Those who have not done differentiation, kindly bear with me for some time. And this is 4. Now if you put x equal to pi by 4, sec pi by 4, that is root 2 square, that is 2. So it is minus 2 by 4, that is minus half. Because limit is minus half, so you will define function at x equal to pi by 4 is minus half, so that it becomes continuous. So that is your option C. Now if you come to question number 2, let f be a R2R is a continuous function defined by e to the power x plus 2 into e to the power minus x. Then statement 1, fc is equal to 1 by 3 for some value. And statement 2, fx lies between these two d for all x belongs to R, then the standard options. Now this function fx, because there is a range of this function output from 0 to this, let's find the range of this one. For this, because if you see this type of the function and its reciprocal, then you always go by this. AM is always greater than GM, because if you take GM, then it will be cancelled it out. So what is AM? If I take this is one function, this is one function, so this is AM, these two numbers, and they are both positive numbers e to the power x, okay, and it is greater than equal to GM. GM means product of these two, then product of 2, then therefore square root of 2. Then I will take square root. If it is product of 2, then 1 by 3. So it will be e to the power x plus 2 by e to the power x will be greater than 2. You can take that side. So it is 2, then root 2. So you can say, so it is 1 by this one. So 1 by e to the power x plus 2 e to the power x will be less than equal to 1 by 2 root 2. So therefore it will lie, and it is positive number, it cannot go negative. So it should lie between 0 to this, because e to the power x is positive. So you can see this one, and it cannot be 0, because e to the power x is never, I am not considering that for x belongs to any real number, it will never go to 0. It will go to 0 if you take only infinity, that is not a real number, that is not in your zone. So we will take, that's why 0 to this much. So that's why you can say statement 2 is correct. Now if you have a function whose output is lying between 0 and 1 by 2 root 2, then you have learned intermediate value theorem. Then in the all these are, and this is varying from this to this for entire range. So your graph is between these two. So if you take any value in between these two, any value, so it will be attained at that range within that domain. So domain is, the function is between these to these at the entire range. So in the entire R you will find some point at which it is in between these two. Now what they are asking fc equal to 1 by 3. Now if is 1 by 3 in between 0 to 2 root 2, 1 by 2 root 2, yes, it is within this one. Why? Because 2 root 2 is, so 2 root 2 is 2.1, 2 into 1.414, that is 1 by 2.8, so it is 1 by 2.8. So it is less than that, 0.28, and it is 2.8, and it is 3. 3 means you are dividing by a larger number, so it will be even smaller than this. So 1 by 3, obviously somewhere here it will be. So you know, because 1 by 3 is lying between these two, so therefore you will have a C which is in the domain where it is between 0 to 2 root 2. It is 0 to 2 root 2 for all x between in the So in the R you will find some point at which this function is attaining that height, intermediate value theorem. We check that theorem once again. So therefore, yes, that is also correct. You will find some C, Fc, for which the output will be 1 by 3, because in between these two, because it has to go from this to this level. So this entire, any point if you take between these two, that has to be in this graph, and it is continuous also. They are saying continuous function also. So therefore, that is also correct. That means statement 1 is also correct, 2 is also correct. Now you have to check whether 2 is a correct explanation. So you can go for 2 because 1, because of 2 only, because you have this one you calculated C, and because your 1 by 3 is lying between these two, that's why you can conclude A 1, that's why 2 is the correct explanation of A. You are using 2, that's why you can answer 1. So 2 is the correct explanation of A. Now if you come to 3, the values of PQ for which this function is continuous in x equal to 1. So LHL, RHL, that you have to take. So if I go for RHL, so limit h, it is at 0. So it is 0 plus f of x. So what we write 0 plus h f of x, limit h tends to 0, f of 0 plus h. Because we are going little more than 0. So for more than 0 you will be using this one, and instead of x we will be using 0 plus h. 0 plus h is, you know, that is h. That means in place of h it will be only h. X it will be only h. And limit h tends to 0. You can take h common, that is root h also you can take common. And denominator it will be, so root h get cancelled, and then limit h tends to 0. You can differentiate also anytime, because if you put h0, that is 1 minus 1, 0 by 0 format. So if you differentiate, denominator will be 1. I am applying L'Hopital rule, and the differentiation of this one is this. Now if you put 0, it is half. So RHL is half. So if you go for LHL now, limit h tends to 0, I will be doing 0 minus h, because it is now 0 minus. L'Hopital is L left hand root in limit is 0 minus, little less than 0. So for little less than 0, which function you will be using? For less than 0 we will be using this function. So instead of x it will be minus h. So it will be minus h sine p plus 1 minus h plus sine minus h. So now if you can, minus will be get cancelled, numerator denominator, you can easily do it. This is easy, there is no need to differentiation, because I have taken 1 by this one. So this is already 1, and this is, if you write p plus 1 there, because you have written p plus 1 extra, so you have to give, so this is also 1, this is also 1, so 1 by p plus 1 plus 1, sorry, not 1 by p plus 1 is in the denominator, so it is p plus 2. So you can see your LHL p plus 2, that should be equal to RHL half, that should be equal to at f0 is q, so all three should be equal to, from here you can calculate, your p will be equal to minus 3 by 2 and q is half, that is your option B. Now if you come to 4, if f is a function from R to R defined by this, where x denotes greatest integer, then f is continuous for this. Now cos x is always continuous, you know, you can draw it smoothly, and you can see inside there is no problem. You can put, if x is in the denominator, then there is a problem, like you cannot put 0. X is in the numerator, you can put any values, and cos is a this is continuous, cos is continuous, so continuous of continuous is continuous, but this is not continuous, this is discontinuous at integers. So you don't know the product will be continuous or not. It is not that discontinuous into continuous will be always discontinuous, no, not like that. You have to check. Now this box says is not continuous at integers, but if both are continuous, then the product will be obviously continuous. So it is discontinuous at all integers, so you have to check at integers. Suppose capital N is the integer, or I, whatever. So you have to check at that integer points whether it is continuous or not. So let me write LHL, RHL, any integer point, suppose I will take, or integer n, suppose I am taking. So if I take LHL, then I am taking n minus limit n minus f of x, so which you can write it h tends to 0, n minus h f of x. So if you write this one, instead of box it will x, it will be n minus h, and it is n is an integer, you remember this one, and it is cos n minus h minus 1 by 2. Now what is n minus h? Little less than n, so it will be n minus 1. from the box, what it will come out, n minus 1 will come out. If I write little less than 2, then what it will come, 1 it will come box, greatest integer. So it is n minus 1. And cos, if you put h0, then it is 2n minus 1 by 2n minus 1 into pi by 2. So what is 2n minus 1? 2n minus 1 is odd multiple of pi by 2 cos, 3, 5, 7. So if these are all 0, so it is 0. 0 into n minus 1, that is 0. Similarly, if you go for RHL, limit h tends to 0, f of n plus h, now it will be. So box n plus h and cos of 2n plus h minus 1 by 2 pi. So it is same, n plus h, now it output will be n, but it will be cos 2n minus 1 by 2, 2n minus 1 into pi by 2. Again this is odd multiple of pi by 2, so 0, n into 0, so 0. So LHL, RHL are okay. Then if you calculate at n, so it will be box n cos 2n minus 1 by 2 pi. Again it is 2n minus 1 into pi by 2. It is odd multiple, box n is n. If it is integer, then it is n, so it is 0. So LHL, RHL, Fn all are 0. So at the integer points also it is becoming continuous, because we are multiplying 0, you can see this. So that's why it is continuous for all real values of x, that is option A. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.